So hello, my name is Adrian Yurian de los Santos, and we are the reporters for the lesson 10, which is Science, Technology, and Society in Human Condition. So, itong lesson na to is mahati siya into different parts, two parts, which is technology as a way of revealing and human flourishing in process and the development. So, itong video na to is part lang siya ng technology as a way of revealing. So, yung second part is sa next video, which is yung human flourishing in progress and the development. This is the table of content of our topics, our lesson. So, number 1 is what is technology. Number 2 is who is Martin Meacher. Number 3 is instrumental and anthropological definition of technology. Number 4 is technology as a way of revealing. Number 5 is bringing forth and challenging forth attitude towards technology. Number 6 is in framing as modern technology way of revealing. Number 7 is the danger of technology. And number 8, art as the saving power. So let's begin. What is technology? Technology comes in the Greek word techno or techne, means craft and artistic activities. So, mas matatakal pa to sa anthropological definition of technology. So, technology is a set of knowledge, skills, experience, and techniques through which human change, transform, and utilize his own environment to create materials and product that can satisfy his needs. So, we all know that technology has big impact to our society and how technology shape our society. So, technology is important to us because of how convenient it is to have a technology. Like in the terms of medical, construction, daily life, communication, and transportation, etc. Ang madami talagang branches ng technology na nakakatulong sa atin in daily life. So, we all know that if the country have a big advantage in technology, the superior the economic of that country is. So, but the technology has a harm to our environment, like the factory smoke or the smoke in our cars. That can affect our greenhouse gases. So, meron pa ring advantage and disadvantage ang technology sa atin. So, technology exists already in the Stone Age where our ancestors discovered a presence of various tools and materials that can develop and utilize for their hands-to-mouth existence. So, back in the day, we all know that caveman used stone, wood, and bone to help them hunt. So, nakakatulong sa mga nakakatulong sa mga Stone Age people yung mga materials na yun para panggamit ng hunt for their food or build their shelters. And it evolved to make them axe or weapon to hunt para mas convenient. So, they learned how to make clothes and some invented fire to make them food or keep them warm. So, and we tackled in the previous lesson the science, technology, and society in ancient times that many civilizations make technology on their own. So, meron tayong Sumerian, have cuneiform or dike for farming. So, meron tayong Egyptian, have paper and ink. Tapos, Greek civilization have water mills. Then, Chinese have gunpowder. So, if science explores for the purpose of knowing, technology explores for the purpose of making something useful from the knowledge. So, parang simplify that technology is a part of science that explores those purpose to make our knowledge useful. Next reporter, please.
So we proceed. Martin Heidegger. So the essence of technology was discussed by Martin Heidegger. So na-recognize siya as one of the great thinkers of the 20th century at pinanganak noong September 26, 1889 sa Meeskirch, Schwarzwald, Germany, and namatay noong May 26, 1976, Meeskirch, West Germany. So, ang philosophy niya is to contribute to diverse fields of phenomenology. So, phenomenology is a philosophy of experience, and existentialism, philosophical of belief, and hermeneutics, study of the methodological principles of interpretation, political theory, psychology, and theology. So, noong 1933, he joined the Nazi Party and remained to be a member until World War II. Noong 1927 naman, nag-master work siya sa And Being the Time along with The Essence of Truth, and nag-develop siya ng kanyang sariling way to describe the nature of existence. And he also argued that the world is full of being numbers, oceans, mountains, animals, but ang human being are the only ones who cares about what it means to be themselves and to take a stand on what it means to exist. The work of Heidegger is difficult because of its novelty and complexity.
The essence of technology. The essence of technology lies in its capacity to solve problems, enhance efficiency, and empower individuals and societies. It encompasses the creative application of scientific knowledge to develop tools, systems, and processes that address human needs and aspiration. At its core, technology is about innovation, adoption, and the relentless pursuit of improvement to make the world a better place. Next reporter, please.
So, number 1 is instrumental definition, or technology is a means to an end. So, technology in this context is not an end in itself, but rather refers to the manufacture and utilization of equipment, tools, and machines, and how they serve the individuals, group, and communities based on their collective goals, functions, and aspirations. In short, how humans use these technologies as an instrument in getting things done faster and easier. So, based sa pagkakaintindi namin, so ang technology is hindi nangangahulugan na ito na yung huli, di ba, dahil sa natin ngayon, panahon, ganon. Sinasabi nila na because of technology, nagiging tamad na ang mga tao. But, this is not true dahil depende sa atin kung magiging tamad tayo o hindi. So, magagamit natin ang technology para mas mapadali ang ating mga gawain, kagaya sa sa mga pagtatanim ng palay, ganon, di ba, meron na yung mga tinatawag nilang reaper, imbis na mano-mano na nagamit na yung kumpay, ganon. So, technology consists entirely of tools. Tools are not something else, literally anything else. And grammatically, the word means in the sentence refers to the resources we use to accomplish a goal. And number 2, anthropological definition naman ng technology as human activity. So, technology is defined as human activity. From the word na anthropological means is human society. Human produce and invent technologies equipment. Diba, yung mga tao nagproduce ng mga equipment na technology, yun nga, para mas mapabilis na ang ating trabaho, kagaya ng sa washing machine, ganon. Tools, machines, dahil so piniproduce nila ito dahil sa benefits and advantage din natin. Then, so ang technology din is nakakatulong para ma-achieve natin ang end and to produce and use a mean to an end is by itself and a human activity. So, in short nga, yung technology is nakakatulong sa atin sa panahon natin ngayon. Meron man itong negative, but marami din positive na naitutulong sa pamumuhay natin.
Technology as a way of revealing. However, these two definitions of technology, instrumental and technological, according to Heidegger, are indeed correct, but not yet true. Therefore, if it is neither an instrument nor a human activity, what then is technology? According to Heidegger, technology must be understood as a way of revealing, a mode of bringing forth. Heidegger perspective challenge conventional notions of technology as merely tools or human activities. Instead, he sees technology as a mode of revealing, a way of bringing forth aspects of existence. This concept prompts deeper reflection on the essence and impact of technology beyond its instrumental or anthropological dimensions. Next reporter.
Bringing forth and challenging forth attitude towards technology. These are two terms that we use in describing our attitude and interaction towards nature. These two terms are bringing forth and challenging forth respectively. Bringing forth is the proper attitude with regards to the utilization of technology in relation to nature. We look at materials in nature with essence and beauty. Example is how the craftsmen utilize their tools such as chisel and hammer to transform and reveal the essence and beauty of the object they are molding. Again, these craftsmen did not manufacture or produce materials or product from this object, rather they reveal and maintain the essence and dignity of the object they are molding and shaping. This view and attitude are helpful and sustainable to environment because it maintains love and respect to our Mother Nature.
And the other attitude of technology is challenging forth. On the other hand, the most prevalent attitude towards technology today and is being considered as the improper one, we look at the material has merely no meaning. So challenging forth attitude is viewed as the materialistic, and this could lead to endanger and extinction of natural resources. So consider the environmental disaster that are encountered in the present times due to challenging forth. So these physical disaster are merely symptoms of large problem that brought either by direct or indirect disrespect to our mother nature. So this attitude considered the improper one daw as the attitude that we look at our materials and minerals as subject, and we don't acknowledge its important to our knowledge, to our nature. So tong challenging forth is all about kung paano natin palagan kung anong attitude meron tayo sa nature natin, which is the improper one talaga. Kasi hindi natin nakikita na mahalaga yung materials and minerals sa nature. So kinukuha na lang natin basta-basta without knowing na nasasaktan na pala natin yung mother nature natin. So hindi natin na-acknowledge yung halaga ng mother nature when it comes to materials and minerals na ginagamit for technology naman. So nakakasira lalo na sa mining and cutting wood sa mga mountains, and meron din sa sea, bombing ng sea sa mga minerals and materials. So para lang magamit for technology. Kaya meron pa ring advantage and disadvantage ang technology. So challenging part considered as a selfishness because we only think of the benefit, not the consequences. So we make it technology overcome our nature. So, wag nating pabayaang masira yung nature natin dahil lang sa pagkuha ng natural resources sa ating nature sa paggawa ng technology. Next reporter, please.
Informing in the context of modern technology refers to technology shapes our perception and understanding of the world. Instead of supply being tools we use, technologies frame or structure our view of reality. They shape how we see and interact with the world, often influencing what we considered important or valuable. For example, the widespread use of smartphone has changed how we perceive and navigate our surrounding. We rely on them for navigation, communication, and accessing information, which can alter our experience of space and time. Similarly, social media platforms frame our interaction with others and shape our understanding of social dynamics. Next reporters.
Let's proceed to the potential dangers and drawbacks of technology and how it can impact our lives in society negatively if not used properly. Habang tumatagal at lumalago ang teknolohiya, lalo sa mga social media platforms, nagkaroon din ito ng mga problems gaya ng privacy concerns, pagkalat ng fake news at cyberbullying. Martin Heidegger, a German philosopher who believed that technology is not inherently good or bad, but neutral. He suggested that the real threats of technology lies in its essence, which is how we perceive and use it rather than its product or activities. In conclusion, the author calls for a balanced view of technology rather than rejecting it outright for being consumed by it. We should regard it as a neutral tool and use it responsibly, with awareness of its potential drawbacks. This involves critical and reflective thinking on how we use technology in our daily lives. Art as the saving power. Heidegger identifies the dangers of this modern technology and how art can be an antidote for these present threats and dangers. He suggests that modern technology blinds humanity by reducing the world to resources. He sees art as a saving power because it diverges from technology's essence, offering a unique mode of revealing truth. Unlike technology, art engages in original creation, bringing forth deeper insight about existence. Therefore, embracing art can counteract the dehumanizing effects of technology and reconnect us with the richness of the world.